Yo, guys, normally I just talk about music, hip hop, urban music reactions here on my channel here at Urb'n Barz. But the last few days, there have been a few things that have been happening, played out in the media that I just really want to speak about. And on this one, people, I just want to say and just want to ask you the question, has this speech from Sir Keir Starmer just cost Labour the next general election? Guys, let's check it out.
I utterly condemn the far-right thuggery we've seen this weekend. Be in no doubt, those that have participated in this violence will face the full force of the law. The police will be making arrests, individuals will be held on remand, charges will follow, and convictions will follow.
So I just want to stop it there quickly. So if you looked at how Sir Keir Starmer approached the lectern, that was all done by design people to make him look authoritative and like he's in control, he's in command and he knows what he's doing. But then you had one of the first sentences when he said this was all to do with far-right thuggery. So guys, I want you to let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree with that, because from the look of it, yes, there was an element of thuggery that was involved in the protesting this weekend, but also, people, you must admit that there's probably a tiny element, a small element. To me, this was a coming together of people from all around the country, people who are just more or less basically fed up. Their voices have not been heard. They've been voicing and calling for a lot of change over the last so many years. And with the economy tanking, and I keep saying it on my channel, the economy has tanked. It has exaggerated all of these issues. They've come to a head. So whatever lit the match, which we believe was the issue in Southport with the murder of the 3 young girls, that was just the match being lit, people. There's been an underlying for so long and it's just come out. So I just want to just carry on here with Keir Starmer, just let him talk, and I will want to speak about a few more things that my man is saying.
I guarantee you will regret taking part in this disorder, whether directly or those whipping up this action online and then running away themselves. This is not protest. It is organised, violent thuggery, and it has no place on our streets or online. Right now, there are attacks happening on a hotel in Rotherham. Marauding gangs intent on law breaking, or worse. Windows smashed, fire set ablaze, residents and staff in absolute fear. There is no justification, none, for taking this action. People in this country have a right to be safe, and yet we've seen Muslim communities targeted, attacks on mosques, other minority communities singled out, Nazi salutes in the street, attacks on the police, wanton violence alongside racist rhetoric. So no, I won't shy away from calling it what it is, far-right thuggery.
So Keir Starmer has doubled down once again, calling this far-right thuggery. So guys, in the speech, he labelled all protesters as far-right thugs and agitators, whereas the majority are just normal people concerned about safety, security. They're concerned about what's happening in our economy, the cost of living, and what is happening with our borders, or the lack of security around our borders. So by labelling all of the protesters as right-wing thugs, I believe that Sir Keir Starmer has lost a large section of the country, and that is the section that voted Sir Keir Starmer and the Labour Party in to govern. I believe this will be just a one-term Labour government. And a lot of it will be due to what you just heard Sir Keir Starmer say about the people who have voiced their opinions this weekend, and they haven't been heard. For years and years and years, they haven't been heard. They've been voicing their opinion, voicing their concerns, and those concerns have been falling on deaf ears, people. So, whatever the issue, the incident, the inciting incident that lighted the touch paper for all of the protests we've seen this weekend, they have been long lying causes for that. It's not an excuse for the action that's happened. It's not an excuse for the violence, etc. So that's another issue, people. The violence is another issue. But it's the rhetoric from Sir Keir Starmer calling everyone who really wants their voice to be heard as right-wing thugs and thuggery. That is the issue here. And the people will not forget Sir Keir Starmer. They will not forget. And when it comes to voting the Labour government in for another period, I don't think it's going to happen. And the other thing that sort of really got me to scratch my head was Sir Keir Starmer saying that they are going to fast track all of the protesters, the people who have been or will be arrested, because they're going to trawl through CCTV footage, trawl through the internet footage, etc., and do some retrospective arrests, etc. But he's saying they're going to be fast tracked through the judicial system. So how is it that you're going to fast track these people through the judicial system when justice must be served? These people have a right to defend themselves through the courts of law. You cannot fast track people through the system unless, are we having kangaroo courts here? Are we having people just to slip and slide through the judicial system to throw people in jail? And where are they going to be housed? I thought the jails were full. Really? Really? There must be due process. So you cannot fast track these people through the system. You have not got the resources. Who's going to pay for it? Are the people going to pay for it? Are you going to raise our taxes to make the people pay for this? This, I don't think, has been thought through in a very effective or very sensible manner. Yes, everyone should face the judicial system if they've been arrested legally and lawfully. If they've been arrested legally and lawfully, then but they must do and go through due process. And then if that due process takes months, it takes months. Because I know for a fact there's people who have been the victims of serious crimes and they are still waiting for their day in court and waiting for the justice system to serve justice for them. So by Sir Keir Starmer saying, yeah, we're going to haul people through the court system, we're going to put them through at breakneck speed, I don't think that's going to happen, people. So that's just a threat, as per normal, to scare people. It's not going to happen. And to be honest with you, it shouldn't happen. Everyone has a right to defend themselves, no matter what crime they've done. Everyone has a right for a due and proper defence. So if that takes months, it will take months. So that's all I'm going to say here, people. Let me know in the comment section down here from Sir Keir Starmer's speech. Has this speech just lost the Labour Party the next general election? Because Sir Keir Starmer has labelled a very large portion of the country and the people of this country as right-wing thugs. Let me know what you think in the comment section, people. Guys, whatever goes on, I would just implore you to do it safely, people. Do it legally, do it safely. I don't agree in what Sir Keir Starmer has called thuggery. Yes, there are lots of things that make us very, very angry, but it's up to us to go through the proper channels to voice our opinions. Go through your MPs, a lot of letter writing, emails, etc. Isn't it we have, was it to get 100,000 people on the petition to force debates through Parliament? Let's get those petitions written, let's get those petitions raised, and let's voice our opinion. And if we do more protests, let's make certain those protests are peaceful. Let's make sure we have proper people in place to actually speak about what our issues are, and don't let anyone take away your rights to protest people. Do it legally, do it safely, and that way they cannot take away our rights to protest. But people, keep moving forward, keep voicing your opinions. Freedom of speech is the most important thing that any of us have, and that's what is really on the agenda here. It is really all about the removal of our free speech. Really and truly, that's what it's about, people. And then if we have no free speech, we have no freedoms. There are protests going on all through the world. So I looked in Nigeria, in Bangladesh, in other places. So to call people right wing thugs for protesting, I don't think that is very fair. Yes, some people have hijacked certain elements of the protests, but to call the people as a whole, and he said this twice because he doubled down on his speech that they're right wing thugs. I believe that Keir Starmer got that wrong. Let me know down here in the comment section, guys. But make sure you look after yourselves, you look after each other. Guys, whoever has subscribed to my channel here at Urb'n Barz, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet at Urb'n Barz, guys, what are you waiting for? And more importantly than that, guys, please make sure and make certain you come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction, guys.